So for today's podcast, we are going to be interviewing Chloe May.
Hi!
She is a lifestyle content creator on YouTube, and she's been on YouTube for about 8 to 9 years now, which is a very, very long time. But she has a growing YouTube channel where she likes to make covers to songs and just make a lot of different advice videos and story times and a lot of great content like that. So she's a great lifestyle creator that actually goes to Chapman. And she's a junior at Chapman. She's 20 years old, and she's been doing YouTube but also going to school full time. And so for today we're going to be talking about kind of how she started YouTube and how she balances her school life, work, everything like that all in one, and that's just amazing.
Thank you. It's a lot.
That's crazy.
It is a lot.
But give us a little bit about your background, where you came from, how you chose to go to Chapman, and kind of how you picked your major, and how you still stick to YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm from San Jose, California, born and raised. When I was really young, I have just always been super interested with visual content. So I loved photography when I was younger. I would steal my grandparents' camera and run around the house taking pictures. It just really fascinated me to capture something visually, and it was your own.
Right.
So I would make dumb little videos with my friends with my little flip camera, little throwback. And I discovered YouTube, and I found it as kind of the perfect way to share my content with the world or with friends, because you could send the link to your friends or to your family members, and it was just something that you can put all of your creative energy into.
Yeah.
So I have been on YouTube for about 8 to 9 years. When I was a little baby Chloe, I was making videos with my webcam. I'd be so today I have a play at my school. Yeah. And I would just talk about
so
random
cute.
stuff. Yeah. Definitely didn't have that much structure, but it's where I started. And I decided that I really, really loved it. I loved talking to my camera. Some people thought that was weird, but
yeah.
I loved it so much. And so I kept that going when I was younger. And then in high school, I had, my high school had a broadcast journalism club. And so I decided to try that, because I was okay, broadcast journalism, I maybe can be on camera, maybe
right.
that would be kind of the same thing as vlogging on YouTube. So I tried that, and I did that all throughout high school. I was the lead anchor for my school's weekly news report. So I got to write my own scripts, and I got to have a little, it was me and a co-anchor, and we would be welcome to the Panther
That's
Report,
so
and we would say all the news and stuff. So I really loved that, and that's when I realized that I loved broadcast. Mm. So I found Chapman when I was a sophomore in high school, and I absolutely just fell in love with it. It was the perfect location. They had a really great film program, and they also had a broadcast journalism major.
Right.
So I was this is perfect. It's in sunny California, because I didn't want to leave California, because I loved it here so much. Right by Disneyland. It was just everything. It was just a dream. So I was so thrilled to get in, and now I'm studying broadcast journalism at the film school at Dodge, and I love it. It's been such a great help to, help, first of all, just helping me exude my creative talent, but it also has been an interchangeable thing with YouTube too. I feel YouTube has taught me things about broadcast that I didn't know before, and broadcast, this major, has taught me things about YouTube. So
right.
kind of both works together.
So do you think starting YouTube and being more interested in that before you knew about Chapman or before getting into Dodge, do you think knowing kind of the backhand of YouTube in a way has helped you in your major?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that if I came into Chapman, specifically came into Dodge blind, not knowing about film or not knowing about social media and the internet and digital media, I feel I definitely would not be doing as well as I am now, or I wouldn't be learning as efficiently as I am now. Because when you have an understanding about YouTube, you have an understanding of filming, editing, writing, and producing your own, you're literally your own small movie,
right.
which is really cool. And you learn on-camera presence. And also, you just learn about the community and, what people like, what people want to see. You learn how to communicate with others. So YouTube really, it may just seem like a fun little outlet to, put, have videos on or whatever, but it really is a great way to learn how to, market yourself and to learn how to basically produce your own little, series, which is really cool.
Yeah,
so
especially right now, YouTube is such a big platform.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably one of the biggest platforms, and it's just growing to become this kind of, it's almost like it's partnered with Google now and everything, but when you started, it probably wasn't partnered with YouTube yet. Because I remember,
didn't even think about it.
That's how everyone was in middle school. It's oh, let's film it and put it on so we can just send it out or whatever. But now
it was all fun and games.
Yeah, exactly.
And how it's like, it's a business. Like, it's a job. It's
and
crazy.
being able to see who views your videos where and how, and just having all your
demographics.
ads and everything. Do you think knowing all of that will help you kind of in your major as well, just because YouTube is a business now and it is a platform where all these content creators and people that are in film or want to be on television are, no matter if you're behind the scenes of production or on camera, like YouTube can literally offer you a job in any way.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah, I mean, digital media is the future. You know, I think that by making the connections that you make on YouTube, by learning, you know, analytics and demographics and who sees what, you know, what people want to see, just like looking at those trends can teach you a lot.
Absolutely.
Especially, I think that definitely relates to the TV industry or like the film industry, because, you know, we all want to see something that's exciting. We all want to be entertained. We all want to, you know, connect with a video or connect with whatever art form, you know, you're expressing yourself through. So definitely relates to each other for sure.
Absolutely. So do you think you, from doing YouTube and being a full-time student, how do you find your balance between doing both? YouTube, I guess you can say, you don't really do it as a job necessarily. It's more for fun. So how do you kind of balance creating your videos and creating your content and still focusing in school and keeping that a priority?
It's hard. Like, you'll hear that from basically everyone, but it is so tough. It was a lot easier when I was in high school and when I was in like middle school, because I've been filming videos for a long time, but when you're in college, it's like the best years, right? At least for me, it's like the best years of school, and it's hard to want to, you know, experience everything and like meet new friends and like make plans with them and like also keep up with your schoolwork because you want to get a job, but also make videos. Like it's a lot. I personally found by just putting it in your calendar as if it was another class helps a lot, because personally for me, like if I put something in my calendar, it's happening. That's why I have to like put it, like if I'm working out, I have to put it in my calendar, because I'm like, I'm not gonna do it at like down. It has to be down on paper or like down on my calendar. But yeah, you just gotta, like, advice that I have is just to treat it like a class. And if you really love doing it, you'll find time. So I think I'm slacking a little bit right now, but like this season is, you know, obviously a little hard with school and like finals holidays, and stuff. Exactly. But it's not that hard to like get back in the loop. You just have to be dedicated.
So do you think because YouTube is becoming such a business, and do you feel pressure from seeing what's trending and feel that you have to film that, or do you stick more to, this is what I like to do, if I like this, I'm gonna do it, I don't care if it gets views? Like, what's your kind of take on that? Because I know as YouTube's growing, there's always these trends of what's gonna be cool, like slime or all the story times, and you know what I mean? So what's your kind of take on that? Do you do a little bit of a mixture of both and kind of do what's trending and what you love, or do you just kind of stick to what you're used to?
So that's a very controversial question. Like I have thought about that so much lately. YouTube has definitely become a platform where it is really important to keep up with the hottest trends and to, you know, like clickbait obviously is a thing that we all see online.
Which is kind of sad.
Seriously, it's like, I'm pregnant, and it's really like, oh, I just ate too much like chicken nuggets, and it's like, what are you talking about?
Actually, I just went up a pant
size.
Like, okay, you're not pregnant.
So I am like a firm believer, like whenever I see videos that are just for clickbait, or when it's just like you're talking about dabbing or like fidget spinners because you want views, it's like, are you really happy making that? You know, like I think because I started making videos so long ago, I've always made things that I'm passionate about. And if you're passionate, other people are going to be passionate about what you're passionate about, you know? So I think it's really easy to see if someone is being fake, like right away, especially if you're a people person.
It's kind of like a feeling you get just watching someone.
Exactly. And I find, like, I don't have fun if I'm trying to be someone that I'm not, or if I'm trying to talk about something that I'm not interested in. You can tell, and, like, I want to be real with my viewers, and especially if they're loyal to me, like, I don't want to, like, cheat them. I feel like that'd be unfair.
I know, I've read through people's comments before just because I'm curious, usually, or seeing if people have the same opinion as me. And so, like, if I'm watching a video and I'm like, what? And I'll scroll through and kind of see what they're talking about. But there's some, like, daily vloggers after Vine has... R.I.P. Vine. But after Vine closed down, a lot of Viners kind of transition to YouTube, and so I would kind of look through the comments because everyone's like, they're not used to making long enough videos that are more than 6 seconds or whatever.
I know.
But there's certain like daily vloggers that I have watched that are like, oh, I'm just making this I need something today to record, or I just need content today.
That's the thing.
And it irks me.
That's like that statement, like, oh, I need to post something.
Yeah.
It's like, your viewers will wait for you. Like, they're not gonna like come to your house and burn your house down.
Yeah.
If you take time to make something that's actually good. You know, I think it's like a quality over quantity kind of thing.
Right.
Like, don't just post weekly stuff just because you feel like you have to.
Yeah.
Because then that takes out the fun of like actually making videos. Which is the
even
point.
just like not saying it out loud. Like,
yeah, you don't
for
have to
today's
say
video,
that.
I needed content, and I was like, and
like,
they're like,
I don't want to follow you
this.
anymore. Then
And I was like,
yeah.
That's no fun.
It's
I was
no
like,
fun.
I want to see what you're actually doing in your daily life versus you
not,
just
like,
doing this for
forcing yourself
content.
to do it.
But yeah,
So
that's one of those things that really like gets me
it
going.
gets me going. It gets my blood boiling.
Oh. But yeah, anyway, so you've been on YouTube for a while. What is your kind of like daily routine when you're about to film a video, and how do you kind of think of kind of what to film to, like the content you want to put?
So my daily routine for filming a video, I would say I definitely do planning. Not excessive. I don't like write a script.
Do you have like a journal that you like?
Yes, I do. Yeah,
okay.
so I have a little fun journal. I write like all my ideas.
Yeah.
And when I do have like a specific idea, I'll write like little bullet points of specific points I want to talk about. It's basically just like giving a speech.
Yeah.
So I think about YouTube as giving a speech. So the most important things you want to write down so you don't forget, but you also want it to be natural.
Right.
And, you know, if I'm talking like this and I'm speaking in perfect like English, like, you're going to tell that I'm not really being...
It's nice to hear people mess up, which
totally.
sounds kind of weird.
No, totally.
Like,
I posted a cover over the summer of, I think it was Redbone by Childish Gambino, and I messed up the very end. Like, I was like, I did great until the very end. I like messed up the wrong chord, and I was just like, I messed it up, and like I kept going because it's like, you know, it's real. Like, people want to see people be real.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like TV where, you know, everyone's like perfect and, you know, you like aspire to be that. It's like everyone makes mistakes. Yeah. Everybody has those days.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
where do you go from like, okay, you wake up, it's kind of like, what's your like routine, I guess? Like, you
just
wake
like
up,
a normal day?
Or like when you're about to film.
Oh, when I'm okay.
So like, you
Just,
obviously
why
don't
would you
have
wanna
all
know
your
what I'm
stuff
doing?
set up when you, well yeah, we do want to know that. But
So-
it's like when you wake up, you're gonna get ready.
Yeah. Okay. So, oops.
No, it's okay.
So the first thing that I do is make sure that I have all of my ideas ready in my notebook, and then I gotta do my makeup. I gotta do my hair. Usually I like don't wear makeup, so it's like I kind of get excited when I film. I'm like, ooh, I gotta like put on makeup today.
I feel more productive when I'm about to film.
Totally.
It's like, okay, I'm already put together. Why do homework here? Let's go
Exactly.
somewhere.
Let's go like to a coffee shop.
Okay. Yeah.
Exactly.
More
So
productive.
yeah, so I get ready, make sure that I have all of my notes and like everything down. Then I do my little setup. I have like a tripod and my camera that I use, and then I have like two, kind of like the same thing that we have going on here. I have two lights that I use. Just point them at me, and I sit in front of my bed, which I have to make sure is made, and everything in the background looks nice.
Before you got here, this was not made.
Oh, well, yeah. See, you have to, and that it's good. It makes you clean, right?
Oh yeah,
it's great.
Well, I mean, besides
kind
that
of,
side, yeah. But what they can see,
yeah, exactly.
It looks great.
So yeah, set up, do my hair and makeup, make sure I have my notes, and then I just go for it.
Yeah.
And it takes, depending on what kind of video I'm making, if it's like a story time, it might take around an hour. If it's like usually it's around an hour of filming, just because.
From like starting
start to
up
finish,
and
yeah.
then cleaning
Depends.
up
If I'm doing like a cover, it probably will only take like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But for talking videos, yeah, probably like an hour.
Nice. Okay, so out of all, you've been on YouTube for a while, but out of all the videos that you have, which one would you say is your favorite one?
There's a lot to choose from. There's so, like, guys, I think there's actually, like, hundreds. There's just hundreds of videos, so there's a lot. But,
first one that comes to mind.
Okay. I made this video called Reading My Diary.
Oh my god.
And it was like...
That's a good idea.
It was like 4 years ago. And it's one of my most popular videos, but it was also so fun to make because I basically,
That's like high school then. You were
it was in high school.
That's the juicy stuff.
That's the juicy stuff. So basically what I did, so I read my diary, but I also showed like a bunch of stories that I wrote when I was younger. And this is the first time that I was reading them too, because my mom, I like found a folder that she had like put in her office.
Did she
and
read it?
Oh, no, but no, not my diary.
Oh, okay, I was like, your mom read your diary, that's another story
I
time.
Diaries, but it was just like a big folder of like stories I wrote when I was younger and like pictures I drew. So what I did is I basically just like was like, all right, guys, today I'm gonna be looking at like what childhood Chloe was into. Like, she was an artist, all this stuff, and I went through all the stories that I wrote. Wrote. Go to school, kids. That I wrote, and I read them out loud, and they were so funny. And I think this was some of my favorite videos to film because I was cracking up during it, and that made other people laugh. Like, this is exactly like this is the #1 video where like 90% of the comments are like, you made me cry laughing. Like, this is so funny, and like I like making people laugh. So I think that's the reason why that's one of my favorites.
I'd be terrified. I have a box that I keep like all of my like
secret
memories.
Yeah,
you know?
memories.
Or it's like all the pictures I printed in high school and middle school are in a box, but I haven't.
You should go to it. You should check that out. It's like
I'll probably cry, honestly.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, or it's gonna be like, oh look, this is from like my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, and then you're like, I'm gonna put that away.
Put it away. Or we can all burn it together on camera. But maybe
burning pictures of my ex. Not clickbait.
Hopefully, and we'll just send the link over to him too. But not the point. Anyway, so you're at Chapman right now. You're gonna be graduating fairly soon.
Yes, I have like exactly a year from now. So next fall, I'll be gone.
Yeah, that's gonna go by so fast.
It is.
But
I'm scared.
where do you see yourself after you graduate? Where do you kind of see yourself? Do you see yourself more focusing on YouTube as like a full-time job, or do you see yourself kind of going more of like the production route? Like, give us your take on that.
So this has changed a lot over time. At first I was like, I want to do YouTube for like as a full-time job, which sounds really fun because you're basically just making content and like getting paid like a lot of money for it. But I think as I've gotten older, it's not something that I want to do like forever. Like, it's not something that I want to turn into a job. I still love YouTube, and it's like, but I've always seen YouTube as just like an outlet for me to be creative, not as like a full-time job. Right. Because I don't know why I've always just wanted to separate YouTube from like money and work, just because I feel like that takes away, at least for me, it takes away a little bit of, you know, you're doing it for fun. So after graduation, I am a broadcast major, and I really do love being in front of the camera. I feel really comfortable in front of the camera, and I love talking to people. I've gone back and forth. I was like, maybe I want to be an anchor, but I don't want to do hard news. And I don't want to be a reporter and like move to Kansas for a year and like go to farms.
Exactly.
So that's not my thing. But I also thought that I wanted to do entertainment, but like celebrity entertainment. But celebrity gossip, I feel like there's more to life than
Do you keep up with celebrity gossip?
I do sometimes. I do sometimes.
But not like
but it's not something I would want to talk about every day as a job. But I still love the entertainment industry. So I think I definitely want to be in the entertainment industry at least. Something that's interactive. I'd love to interview people, or I'd love to travel and, you know, talk to, you know, I'm trying to think. Like, maybe like Anthony Bourdain, but like not food. Like something else. Something else. I mean, I do love food. But I love what he does. You know, I love how he's able to travel and meet people and, you know, highlight something that's like so awesome and so appealing to people. I think that's really cool. So we'll see. A lot of the internships that I've done have been kind of more on the production side. So I'm trying to explore that. I'm trying to get like an internship next semester that's production based, kind of like in the TV world. So we'll see. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do in life. People, you know, they figure it out on different levels of their life. You know, I have time. I'll figure it out. I just had a mental breakdown right now, but
me every day. Actually, me every day.
But I'll figure it out. Not a big deal.
But you would prefer to be like more on camera than behind the scenes?
It would be really cool to be on camera, but I totally would not be opposed to being a part of like the some kind of creative aspect, like
but
whether
more
it's
like hands-on.
Yes, exactly. I have to be hands-on. Like I cannot sit at a desk from 9 to 5
I feel that.
and like look at paperwork. I can't do that. I gotta be like actually moving and talking and like interacting. I think that's why I like being on camera, because it's you're literally forced to like put on a smile and like talk to someone. And
I think like even though you're like kind of not forced, kind of in a way forcing your emotion to be when you're on camera. Do you feel like it kind of amps up your actual mood?
Totally.
That day?
Totally. Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, I think it's one thing to be like fake on camera, but it's another thing like just like if you're going on a stage and you're performing. Or if you're giving a speech in front of the class, like you may speak differently than you do normally, but it's just like a little amped up version of yourself, which is cool. That's
why I like
that
YouTube.
inspires you to be more be more out there,
Yeah.
which is fun. It's fun to be, you know, more expressive.
Yeah, it's just like an enhanced version
Exactly,
of yourself.
Exactly.
But compared to like television, where you see the very like structured, like I'm gonna tell you about this today, and that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, but that's why I personally like like all the social media and all the YouTube stuff, because you are seeing an enhanced version, or you're seeing not necessarily everyone's entire day, but you're seeing someone that's mainly just showing how they feel, whether it's good or bad, which I love because on TV we only see the very bare minimum.
Exactly.
So that is going to be all for the podcast today. I hope you guys enjoyed listening. We've had so many great talks about media, all things social media pretty much, YouTube and how it's a growing business, and a lot about Chloe and learning about what she does on her channel. So be sure to check her out after you finish listening to this podcast and watching this video. You can check her out, and we'll have all of our links on our description as well from the podcast. But where can they find you on your social media platforms and on YouTube? How can they look you up?
So on YouTube, you can find me at youtube.com/ChloeMay. Gets a little confusing sometimes, but I'll spell it out for you. It's ChloayMay, Chloe May. And it's the same for Twitter. It's the same for Instagram. So you can follow me on that. I have new content all the time. Instagram, I usually have like a lot of like fashion posts and stuff like that.
Fun.
So yeah.
Yeah,
that's
but
it.
if anyone has any questions about just kind of balancing her YouTube life or anything like that, we'll leave all of our information where you can let us know. I know a lot of Chapman students will hopefully be listening to this, and if you want to get started on YouTube or just kind of learn the backhand of everything, or if you have any questions about the podcast, how we uploaded it, anything at all, be sure to let us know, and there's a lot of us that would be very willing to help you out. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for listening to this podcast.
Thank you for having me as well.
Of course. Thank you so much for coming, and be sure to check her out on her channel. Her videos, amazing. But thank you guys so much for watching and listening, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.